Have you looked at the new Showingtime Dashboard? Well, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of how to set up your account, make it a little bit better and streamlined for any listings that you might have and all the information to go with it. Alright, so first of all, it's going to ask you to redo your password. So I've already done that, and then it's going to ask you to review your information. So this is all your personal information, things like that. You can add extra phone numbers if you want to text somebody else inside of your office, things like that going on. So you can confirm, make sure everything's good to go. Alright, so I'm going to update and continue. So I'm here, there we go. Alright, so here's the new part off of it, your defaults. So you can make it however you want it to be. The difference right here, if you've never done this, is auto confirm means that it's not going to ask for any kind of request from you, the seller, to confirm the appointment. It's just going to automatically going to do it. Confirmation required means that somebody is going to have to say it's okay to show this property, whether it's you or the seller. You can sort of decide that further on down the line. Refer to the listing agent means like literally you're going to have to call me to confirm, and then view instructions means that you can just look at the instructions itself. So I'm going to leave mine on confirmation required because I don't want to mess up something and do the go and show option as my default. All right, next tab right here, share your buyer's information details with sellers and occupants. I highly suggest not to do this because a lot of times they'll start calling them themselves, figuring out who they are, whether we are being discriminatory or trying to get more information or just step on our toes and not let us do our jobs as realtors. I would not suggest that. Allow schedule overlapping. So depending on what kind of properties you're listing, you probably don't want to have this as a default feature. And then this right here is your buffer times between scheduling. I'm not going to put a buffer time because I want to have the most scheduled appointments possible. If you got a really nice property that you're gonna have to go back in, make sure the lights are turned back on after every single property, you might want to actually have a little bit of buffer, but I'm not going to do that. My showing defaults, it's always going to be the first showing. I don't know why it wouldn't. Defaultly, I'm going to make it an hour. So whenever you're doing showings, I always put an hour because you can go in and actually overlap your showing requests. So even though it might only take 45 minutes to do the showing and you've got the house right next door, I overlap it by 30 minutes. So that way I've got a little bit of wiggle room, or I might do it 15, 20 minutes. And then that way I'm not waiting. If they didn't like the first house and it only took 30 minutes, I'm not waiting that extra 30 minutes. So I overlap my showings on the buyer side of it. I don't allow it as a listing agent. Hope that makes sense. If not, put a comment below and I'll explain it more. All right, so I'm going to update and continue that. All right, so this is my listing notifications. How do I want to get messages? Well, I hate text messages and I definitely don't want phone calls. So I am just going to have email and push notification. The push notification is just the Showingtime app sending you a notification on your phone. And then also when appointments are confirmed, canceled, or declined, I got it as a push notification because I don't do a lot of listings, but you can do this on your own preference. The calls can be nice for some people, text messages, sure, but I'm not doing a lot of listing appointments, so here we are. All right, showing notifications, new request. I am going to do email, and then I'm also going to do email, push, and text off of any of my showings that I'm doing because I want to make sure that I've got that information in front of me at all times. All right, so now I've updated my Showingtime app. Good luck and go show some properties.